Welcome back, multifamily investors. We have some inventory that's hit in the last 24 hours. We have 7 new listings, 3 that came back on the market, 6 went pending, and 5 closed. But we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These are probably duplicates, but we have 2 multifamily seller finance opportunities. Sorry, that's my phone. Nothing in Thurston. So I want to dive into these real quick here for everybody. We've got a Seattle duplex came back on the market, or price reduction at $1,045,000 because of 100 days on market. Let's see. Yep, it features a 3-2, 2 living rooms and a deck, 1 car garage, and then Unit B is a 2-1. So it's kind of a funky duplex. I wonder if it's a single family conversion thing, which is what it kind of looks like. Needs some updates, needs some work. That's probably why it's been sitting. That does not look like $1 million duplex. That's South Seattle Skyway. That's gonna be sitting a while. So this is what I try to educate clients: is just because you see a price doesn't mean that agent has any clue, or the seller maybe just testing the market and wants some crazy price. This could be a screaming deal. Maybe it's worth 1.2, or maybe this is overpriced and it's only worth about $875, and that's what I'm thinking in my head right off the top of my head. For something like that, definitely not $1 million property. I'm not sure where they come up with that pricing. They claim 2,000 and 3,000, which would be a 6.7 cap, but I don't even know if these figures are right here. They look kind of a lot of information missing. 1931 property. There you go. Little insight. Kitsap duplex, 444. Been staying on the market 4 months, almost 5 months. Let's see, 444. I'm trying to remember this one. Oh yeah, this has been on a while, and we've covered this several times. I think it has a very, very funky downstairs unit that needs a lot of rehab. I don't recall. There's got to be an issue going on with this one. This even has water views. Look at that. To not be sold so quickly. Actually, I haven't toured it. Or done a deep dive on it, and it even says look more views from this unit, this bedroom. Something is up. I have to go back and look, but that's a pretty good price for it's old, 1939. It is on sewer. It's a 2-1 and a 1-1. Doesn't give any rent information. Seller selling as is, which means there's probably issues, but that's to be expected on almost every property. I don't care how old it is. Anyway, I'll take another look at that one later. 2 duplexes in Pierce, a new one in Tacoma and a new one in Puyallup. This is probably going to be a big townhome style for that price. There's a little perfect house hack home. We like that term, right? Burnt Hill, Tacoma, beautifully modeled home with an attached ADU. That looks small to have an attached ADU. Let's take a look. Looks like a flip. Huge lot. City lot. It's move-in ready. Where are the owner-occupied buyers? Got those ceiling lines. They gotta chop that door. I'd probably barely even consider it a bedroom. I mean, my guess, looking at this and the size of that window, that's probably barely 8 feet wide. Place for a stacked washer dryer. New flooring, that's definitely flipped. Baseboard heating. And then it looks like this might be the downstairs ADU they're talking about, which has an available washer dryer. That's good. Not too bad. But that's a lot of space to maintain. That must be parking, additional parking or something as well. There's no description down here at the bottom. I like it when agents like myself put descriptions down here so we know what we're looking at, or which bedroom we're looking at, or what the direction. But it looks like it's got a lot of parking. It might be a large corner, maybe a corner lot, but boy, it's got a lot back here. Maybe room to build another dadu out back. Turn this into a 3-unit rentable property. Interesting. For 600 though. Like to see that 1940. Oh, they're saying they're both 2-bed, 1 bath. It's about 1,000 square feet each. I'd like to see that closer to 525, but interesting. At least it's something new to look at. Here's, oh, fully furnished. This is why it's so expensive. Fully furnished Airbnb duplex, 2-bed, 1-bath, 2-bed, 1-bath. In my opinion, right off the bat, this is not an attractive Airbnb property. I think if you follow any Airbnb business and short-term rentals, the more quirky, the better. This is just like a traditional side-by-side rental, which would make a great rental. Backyard needs some work, will take some maintenance. Looks like it's in a single-family zone neighborhood as well. You have a couple side-by-side duplexes. I wonder if they're selling both. Looked like there was another property next door, fully furnished, unit 8 of grade 4, 2-bed. So I have to look at this because that's a lot of money for just this rambler job like that. And it says only 2 units. Confused. I have to look at it in a little bit deeper. Current owner occupied, and seller requests up to a 3-month lease back. I could explain that if you have any questions about a lease back. Basically, the seller needs more time after closing. Interesting. I don't love it as an Airbnb, but I sure like it as a traditional rental if it was a lot cheaper for sure. King, we've got 2 fourplexes. We've got one back on market on Federal Way and one in Seattle. Highest cap rate among residential multifamily, 6.6. 1 3/4 bath is nice, but the Federal Way is just depends on the area. This is towards Redondo, which is better. The Federal Way has enacted some new ordinances that makes them as goofy as Seattle, unfortunately. Kind of dated. Side-by-side washer dryers is nice. Yeah, definitely dated. Good size units though. Very attractive probably, but I'd be curious about these rents. If that's a true performing 6.6, they say. Interesting that it's like built way down on a hill there. You have stairs come down, but 125 is about the going rate for those size unit fourplexes in South King County. Just keep that in mind if you're watching my channel. Wallingford, North Seattle, rare investment opportunity. Actually heading up that way Saturday, look at a triplex for a client. This is a triplex for just under 1.1. So this is kind of expensive, I think, for a fourplex, but it depends how big these units are. Oh, it does have 1 bedroom in it. I wonder why. Otherwise, if it was all 2-bed, 1 3/4, that would be probably priced about right. I think that's probably a little rich. This is built in the 70s or 80s, looks like. Which isn't too bad because for that area, it seems like everything is so old. Pre-1950s or so. Well, that's cool. Definitely a different look for Seattle. Ooh, it has garages. Wow. Okay, well that does add some value for sure. It's tough though. It's a tough price to make work unless you're gonna house hack and want to be in a pretty decent area of Seattle, North Seattle. Pretty cool. Let's see. I saw down here 2 5+ units. Both brand new, 1 day on the market. So they both came on since yesterday. One in Tacoma, one in Seattle. We like to look at these. Oh, California Ave. That's where I had an office before. This one's been sitting for a while. It must have come back on, relisted, maybe a new broker. I was analyzing this deal for a different client earlier. It's not great. The property itself isn't too bad. I'm not a huge fan of that block. I think it's just still a little rich. And this one on California Ave in Seattle, this is near my old office, 6-unit in development site, Morgan Junction. So it was built in 1924. It has 5 1-beds and 1 2-bed, no square footage given. It's advertised at a 395 cap. Wow. partially updated over the years. Big lot zone, LR2, medium density. We'll take a quick look at it, but I don't think this is a very good deal for most of my clients. It's going to need a lot of work. And I'm guessing that the plumbing and electrical hasn't been updated. Nice view. Got massive storage or basement space. Interesting. But okay, let's see what the seller finance. That's what everybody and their brother wants these days, are seller finance deals. Let's see which ones they are. They might be the ones that, oh, it's one down in Aberdeen and one in Seattle. So Aberdeen's not the most desirable area, or I'd say for demand. It's a single family home that's been converted to a triplex, which can be good if it's permitted, that they had it permitted. If they just did it themselves DIY, then that's not a good thing. But it says it has a garage and it has 3 one-beds. And I would believe you should be closer to 7 if you're looking at Aberdeen. They just don't have the jobs on the rent demand like the Seattle, Tacoma, and even Olympia areas. This one, then we just covered earlier, is offering seller financing. Of course they are, because at that price is nuts, I think. Okay, and I don't think there was anything down in Thurston today, so that covers it. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching.